All right. I mean, I was actually debating for a while if I should even make this video, but I said fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyways. Lil Wayne fucking sucks. Now, I was debating for a while if I should even make this video, considering the fact that like, I do listen to the guy's music, but I don't want to make this and make myself sound like a hypocrite. But I listen to his music for the wrong reasons. I just listen to it because I like hearing the dumb shit this motherfucker be saying. Because the shit he be saying is fucking stupid. But screw it, I'm gonna make the video anyways. So I would say like the wildest thing about Lil Wayne is that he is by far the most overrated rapper, and I guess somewhat underrated at the same time, and yet somehow still annoys people. And this like in modern times, basically, right? Now here's the thing, right? Lil Wayne's peak was insane. Like his mixtape era, Wayne was fucking untouchable. From 2006 to 2009, Wayne was rapping like he had a fucking mortgage due every single day. But somewhere along the line, that hunger turned into quote unquote like, I know I'm a legend, so whatever I drop is genius. When you started developing that mentality, that's basically where it all just went downhill from here on out, right? Which is actually crazy because I would say even back during his peak, right? This motherfucker was over getting exposed left and right from stealing lyrics from fucking Aaliyah, 50 Cent, those people. So I would say like even when he was at his best, he was still stealing lyrics from people. And even back then, like this motherfucker had ghostwriters helping him out. Back when he was writing the Carter 2. But that ghostwriter never got credit. But oh no, don't tell these Lil Wayne fans that. They don't want to hear the truth. This motherfucker is way too overly reliant on punchlines. So Lil Wayne built his whole brand on making these retarded ass punchlines. Like him saying like oh, I'm in the ocean getting shark pussy. Him saying shit like him. It's hard for me to remember some dumb shit that he'd be saying because it just be so fucking stupid what the fuck he'd be saying. I remember this one song too, right, where he was just flat out just saying the alphabet, and motherfuckers were bumping to that shit back in '08. Insane, fucking insane to think about. But nah, like, yeah, he just be saying some dumbass shit, which again is like the reason why I'm still listening to his ass every once in a while. That fucking lollipop shit. I'm not a human being. I'm an alien or some shit like that. But yeah, but like, I mean, I would say like it's so stupid that it's clever at times. Like the wild comparisons. I would say that's somewhat brilliant in the most stupidest way possible. Sometimes even absolute nonsense. But after a while, it's like you can only hear "I am blank like blank," in his lines, right? So many times before it starts sounding like a middle school creative writing assignment that discovered weed. When it hits, it's hilarious, and it's hilarious that it's fire, right? It's so stupid that it's smart. When it misses, it just misses, right? Another point that I wrote down on my notepad right here: quantity over quality. So Wayne doesn't drop projects; he drops basically just his hard drive. Mixtapes, albums, collabs, features, random Lucy's, experimental rock album, that his garbage ass fucking Rebirth album, that should have flopped in reality, but did it for some weird reason. Re-releases, deluxe editions of deluxe editions. At some point, you're not really feeding the streets. You're just flooding the plumbing. The ratio used to be like 10 tracks, 8 are crazy. Now it's like 25 tracks. 6 are good, 5 are decent, 14 are like, why the hell is this here? I mean, I would argue and say that less is more in his case, right? Oh yeah, the stupid auto tune shit. No, I'm on this part. He was really one of the like early adopters who made auto tune cool in rap. Okay, fine. I guess you can get a bit of respect from me on that account, which isn't really much. But now it just feels like he refuses to let his natural voice really show. Like the raspy, gritty Wayne voice is very iconic in of itself. But when he leans into melody too hard, it can feel like a 2009 time capsule that didn't age up pretty well at all. The guy is basically just cosplaying nostalgia at this point. And also that the whole like I don't care energy, right? So Lil Wayne rapped like he was possessed, and now sometimes he just feels like he's rapping because someone told him the studio was open, and he shrugged and he said sure. I mean, the technical skill is still there. I mean, he could still rhyme circles around most rappers, but passion, focus, and intent is just flat out inconsistent. I mean, you can tell when he gives a fuck, and when he's not, it just sounds like someone freestyling while scrolling on their phone, basically. Um. Oh yeah, this is the point. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I already mentioned his fucking bullshit Rebirth album that in reality should have flopped but didn't for some reason. So I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth on that one. So obviously, 2009, we all remember Lil Wayne's Rebirth album, where even rock fans were like saying, "Yeah, fuck this dude." Yeah, when he was wearing the stupid leather pants, the guitars, the awkward pop punk aesthetic. I mean, you could argue and say that it was bold, sure, but was it good? Fuck no. I mean, I'm pretty sure anybody can tell you that his album fucking sucked. I mean, look, I get it. You know, sometimes experimentation is visionary, but sometimes it's just your uncle buying a skateboard at 45. You know, which is Lil Wayne for you. It's just basically gone to that point where it's like his legacy is just carrying the weight, right? Like a big part of Wayne's aura now is just a memory. People still treat him like it's 2008. And to be fair, what he did influenced an entire generation. You know, Drake, Nicki, Young Thug, a whole wave of melodic rap came from that blueprint. But influence doesn't automatically mean current dominance. He's coasting on legend status, and legend statuses makes people forgive filler. Now, I would say like the real problem with him is just inconsistency. Like the guy will drop one verse that would remind you that he's still him, but then that next track will sound like he recorded it in between I don't know, him eating or something. I don't know. But that inconsistency is why people argue about him nonstop, because you can't fully write him off, but you can't fully defend everything either. I mean, listen, man. I'm kind of conflicted when I say this, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Fuck it. I mean, the guy isn't trash in terms of ability. The guy can rap, even though he said some dumb shit in the past saying that he couldn't. But it's really just the lack of editing, the uneven quality, and the over reliance on punchlines. You know, there's the strange artistic detours and the legend autopilot energy. You know, that's what makes people roll their eyes about the thought of Lil Wayne in this day and age. He's like that gifted kid who grew up and realized he doesn't have anything, that he doesn't even have to try as hard anymore. You know, I would say, sure, he's still talented. Even though some people may call me an idiot and disagree with me on that, sure. You know, whatever. But you can't deny that he wasn't influential for his time. But he's nowhere near as sharp as the monster he once was. Which is saying something, because even back then, this motherfucker had ghostwriters. You know, look. I'll give Lil Wayne credit, right? If it wasn't for him, you know, putting Young Money on his back and paving the way, right? We would have Young Money would have never became a household name. 31 Degrees would have never became a household name. Even though in reality, looking back at everything, right, it was really Juvenile that was like the man, the good rapper, not fucking Lil Wayne. But that's really all the credit I'm gonna give Wayne for, all right? So I got nothing else to say, man. It's just like bro making all these like all these dumbass fucking songs and shit. And I guess you can, and I guess I can also like rant about like his influence on people. Like this motherfucker ruined a bunch of people. You got fat motherfuckers back in the day. Like you know, you're the fattest motherfucker in the room, wearing skinny jeans. Got motherfuckers sagging and shit. And people wanted to talk like him too. Like people are saying that he's so like educated, like he went to college, but it's like, how you gonna go to college and act like he has no education? That's what I'm saying, man. It's over here fucking getting seizures and shit on tour, and people are saying that's because like he's on tour all the time. I'm like that has a little bit something to do with it, but that's not all. But that's not all. That's not all of the reasons why. This motherfucker's on drugs. Like drinking that fucking codeine and all that other bullshit. That's why he's getting seizures on tour. Wobbly wobbly, yeah, drop it like it's hot. Yeah, I love lean. I mix cough syrup with some Hennessy. Fucking idiot. I mean, listen, man. I mean, I'm not gonna like look. I mean, the guy is influential. You know, he like a whole subgenre of rap did happen because of him, but I'm gonna throw some shade on this guy for being a fucking idiot. Oh yeah, I even remember like 4 or 5 years ago, right? This motherfucker sold his royalties away. Fucking idiot. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with his fucking head, man. This guy's just stupid, man. I wonder what his daughter. I wonder what his fucking daughter thinks of his music. I mean, I'm sure she probably supports him anyways. Man, my daddy's still making the same old songs. I mean, the only thing that bro raps about is fucking weed, pussy, drinking. That's all this motherfucker raps about. And it's just like, it's the same shit. It's like ain't nothing new with Lil Wayne, man. And I even proved it, you know, from what I typed earlier that he has that he even like allegedly admitted he has nothing new to fucking rap about. I'm not a human. I'm an alien. Shut the fuck up, man. Anyways, this video's carrying on way too long. I'm just burning time at this point. But yeah, I mean, if you like the video, please make sure to comment, rate, subscribe, and goodbye. See you in the next one.